Hello, awesome viewers! Welcome to AC Studio. I have the latest JOYTOY Warhammer Horus Heresy, Son of Horus, EZEKYLE Abaddon, first captain of the 16th Legion. I have been waiting for this figure for a while now. After I got these two Terminators, did a review on these two figures. So if you haven't watched that video, please have a look. So we have the Captain Abaddon leading the 16th Legion of the Son of Horus. The reason why I only got two Terminators is because I know that the Abaddon is to be released, so I just want to have three together. Looks really good already, so I don't need four Terminators. Also save a bit of money because, as you know, JOYTOY has been releasing figures like hotcakes, so I need to save a bit of money for something else as well. And I have for the first time bought some space roofs, which I hate when I was young. But anyway, I'm gonna show you those in the future videos. But anyway, I have them ordered and I'm gonna show you in the future videos. Anyway, let's have a look at the Captain Abaddon, the box, and then let's open it. The packaging for all the JOYTOY Warhammer figures are pretty similar. Looks like there are only 3 accessories in there and a clear base. Anyway, figure is very heavy. That's good. I love it, and it looks good already. By the way, I got this figure from Toy, and if you use my exclusive discount code, you'll get a 6% discount on JOYTOY, Acid Rain, higher figures, or any other figures on the website. Toy has a huge range of figures that you can choose from, and their service is also really good. Free shipping for JOYTOY Acid Rain figures, so please check out the website when you got a chance to do so. Don't miss the opportunity to buy the figures with a discount. So I did a bit of research understanding who Captain Abaddon is. So he is a prominent character in the Warhammer universe, in the Horus Heresy series. So during the Horus Heresy, he was the first captain of the Sons of Horus Legion, which was originally known as the Lunar Roofs. He was one of the Horus' most trusted and capable commanders, and he got exceptional skill in combat and strategy. Of course, he supported Horus' rebellion against the Emperor of Mankind, and because of that, he laid the groundwork for his later rise to become the leader of the Black Legion in the post-Heresy era. So what it means is this character is a big character, in the Horus Heresy time, and he is also kind of like founder of the Black Legion, and also collect Black Legion JOYTOY figures. I have previously reviewed those Black Legion figures, and please have a look at those videos. But this figure definitely a huge improvement, right? Consider Black Legion was made 2 years ago. Anyway, let's have a look at the accessories first before we look at the figure itself. So you can see there are not a lot of accessories here. You have a exchangeable hand, which is for the right hand, because the other hand has a claw, so only that one. So we have one which is holding the bolter. You can see you got a finger for trigger, and then you got the one holding the sword like this, right? And then the bolter is typical bolter. It looks very similar to the Terminator one, except it doesn't have a chainsaw. Here you got this bolter here, and also you got this 2 extra thing, which I'm actually not too sure what it is. Is that a grenade launcher or something like that? Which it doesn't have, right, on the Terminator bolter here, right? But otherwise, it's all very similar. But you can see the painting is also different because it's a special character. You got more gold color around this, and this one doesn't. And also, it was painted much lighter metallic color, so you see it's very shiny. So I like this more than this. And then we got this power sword. So he got this power sword in the early stage of the Horus Heresy, and based on my research, later on he changed to a demon sword with a dark energy, and that sword able to cut through almost any materials, anything. This is probably one of my favorite sword of all the Warhammer 40k JOYTOY figures and also Horus Heresy figures, because this sword looks really nice in terms of sculpt, in terms of look, in terms of painting. If you look at the middle here, this Son of Horus emblem here, this middle part is actually shiny. and it looks really good as well, and which is different from the other surface. So I really love this. That's really well painted, and I really like this sculpting here. Looks very nice as well. And what I really like is this sword. It has this highlighting on the edge. If you look under the light, you see in the middle it always stay dark, and in the edge it is shiny and looks really beautiful. So in the middle there is a shadowing and comes to this part as well. It's got shadow here, so it looks really good. Look at that. That's really cool. And the back as well, in the middle part you got this shadow, a darker color, and on the edge silver. Look at that. Beautiful, isn't it? And the handle as well, it is a darker color as compared to that. That's why you got a bit of variation of between colors. And you got this gold rivet or bolts at the edge. Looks really nice. The handle in the typical brown color, which JOYTOY use for every single bloody sword. I mean, they should change the color as well. Stop using the same color, or maybe they're the same color, I don't know. Yeah, and the bottom, nice details as well, but it doesn't have any wash on the bottom, right? So I mean, the top part of this sword looks really good, but the bottom part, it doesn't have any wash or anything like that, no shadowing. So this kind of like let down the whole overall presentation of the sword, but otherwise it looks really good. Alright, let's have a look at the figure. But before we look at the figure, let's have a look at the talon of Horus, the lightning claw of Abaddon. God, this lightning claw looks really good, and you can see the emblem here looks really fearsome, and it had got a very nice metallic color right there, right in the middle. So that defines the differences between that and also the finishes here. The red, if the shadowing around the edges looks really good, and then look at the painting here as well. It is similar painting as to the bolter. You can see it's similar color as well. So it's black, but they put a lot of silver highlighting on it. So it doesn't look black, it looks really nice. It looks like silverish. Basically it is similar detail as to the lightning claw of the Imperial Fist figure, which I reviewed before. They're very similar in a way, but you can see the differences between that and that, right? It got these bolts, rivets on it. Which one? This one doesn't have anything, it's just plain. And then you look at the upper part here also, it looks very different, right? And even if you look at the thumb itself, look at it, it got totally different details. So it's not a direct, just reused parts. So you can see it looks really good as well. And what I really like is it got these gold joints, on the joints itself. Look at the fingers, the joints. So it really nice. It really well defined the figure. So the colors, everything is really well defined. It looks like different, right, compared to this as a typical look. So nothing really special about this. Again, similar to the Imperial Fist lightning claw. You can do this, you can move the fingers or the claw like that. Yep. And this one like that as well. And then got a ball joint, so you can rotate, twist a bit, and also move a bit as well. Yep. So this is probably one of my favorite lightning claws, or the hands, on all the JOYTOY Warhammer figures. So you can see it looks really good. Alright, now comes to the detail of the figure. I'm not going to go through the articulation again unless there's something which is very different from these Terminators here. Otherwise, please have a look at the videos on the review of these two figures. The articulations are very similar anyway. At first, when I bought this figure, I did not really look at the pictures very clearly, and I thought that, the armor details are pretty similar to these, Terminators at the back here, right? But of course not, because this is a special character. So the first thing to look at is the face. I really love this facial expression, and I think it looks really cool. I think the sculpting of the head is very good. The eyes, it looks straight, not like the 40k Librarian, one looking left, one looking right. Don't rotate it, otherwise this hairpiece on the head, you cannot pull out at all. I don't think it is. You can actually pull the head off anyway. And just beware, I don't think this hairpiece can be rotated. But anyway, this is the detail of the head. I think the detail of the head looks really good. Look at the pipe details. Look at this detail here as well. And good thing is the skin color is not very shiny. It is a little bit shiny, but not as bad as those 40k figures that I have reviewed before. You can see the teeth as well, the tongue inside. The details is really good. The shoulder pad looks very nice as well. You see this part is in metallic color. so it is shiny. And whereas the rest of the part, you know, got this red and with the edge with the black shadowing on it. The gold color is very precise, except, you know, bit in pieces here, which it actually overlaps on the red. And on the other side, the shoulder pad, what I really love is they have this white shadowing on black, and that looks really good together. You can see on the edge, they highlight it with a white line. Looks really good, so you can see the form is really well defined. So that looks really good. Look back, circular pieces, you know, resemble ancient armor, just like the medieval times, you know, and the spike. And also a bit of, you know, damage details as well. So you see they got damages everywhere, right? Looks really good. Look at that. So that's really, really good. So even here on the chest piece, you see damages. It's not damage here. Yeah, and you know this here, the legs damages. Look at that. And look at that. That looks like someone, you know, sculpted the names on it, saying I'm here or whatever. So that looks really good. Yeah, so that looks really good. So the highlighting and the damages are really well done. And then you got this soft plastic leather straps as well. Looks really good. And you got this nice detail on the Son of Horus as well, and the arms detail. It is different to the Terminators. You can see you got this extra details, extra bolts on it. This one doesn't have any, so you can see it doesn't have any, but this one has, right? So this, yep, and this one, you know, damages, and also with the emblem here as well. And on the side piece, on the legs, you see this little round, you know, armor piece. Looks really nice as well. And then here on the legs part, on the shin, you can see this, they look very different as well. So this one obviously is a, you know, Abaddon, it's a different character. So it got very nice, you know, edge, gold edge on the armor part. Very nice, everything is nice. Oh, damages here, also damages here. It looks like someone really made a scratch on it. Put a sign on it, right? So I don't know what that sign is, but anyway, looks like it. Yep, damages here, and look at this nice edging as well. And that one looks more realistic, you know, that one looks like, you know, got a triangle here, so don't know. You see the white highlighting here on the edges, looks really good. And yeah, and at the back as well, similar to that, but what they did, right, is they highlighted it more, right? This is less obvious because you can see it doesn't have any white edges on each part, but on the Abaddon, look at that, you got these white edges everywhere. Looks much better. Look at that. Also, they are not the same sculpt. You can see this one is actually wider, where this one is narrower, right? The upper torso piece is actually much bigger than this. It doesn't have any highlighting on the edges, right? So it doesn't have any light color highlighting. Unlike the Imperial Fist figure, you can see you got this, you know, highlighting on each part of it, right? But they did not do it here. And if you look at the height comparison, you can see obviously this figure is actually much bigger figure, right? So this already very tall, but this Abaddon is actually even taller. So you can see how tall it is, right? So you can see how tall it is. You can see the height of the head. It is almost like 1.5 centimeters higher or taller. So that really defines him as a leader, right? So I think it looks really good on my display shelf. So in the conclusion, the Captain Abaddon figure by JOYTOY is definitely a must-get figure in my opinion, even though I'm not into Horus Heresy. But this guy is obviously one of the founders, or the founder, of Black Legion. So he is a, I don't know how can I put it, historical character. And that is why he is so important in the history of the Horus Heresy story. I definitely highly recommend this figure. I think this figure has been really well done. The painting is even better than the 16th Legion Terminators, and there is no QC issues on this figure. The painting is great, articulation is great, the Talon of Horus, the Power Fist or the Claw is really good. You know, I really love it. The details are amazing. Really glad that I got it. You know, at first I wasn't gonna get it. Eventually I decided to get him, and with two Terminators side by side together, so it looks much better. Alright, so now comes to the end of this video. I hope you like this video. Please give me a like. You know, just help me to have a better viewership. You know, it's getting a little bit better, so thank you very much for your support. I really appreciate that. So thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.